No, I think hair can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Honestly. And her hair is like just right at that level where it's starting to grow out.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot, so it's like almost making her head shape look different.
Hey Loc'd Babes. So today we're doing something a little different. Today we're going to get Sovi evaluated for a doc band. So I thought I'll take you guys along on the ride with me. This was the waiting area. It was so beautiful. They had so many beautiful pictures of the babies with the doc bands on the wall. They gave me a doc band baby calendar. It was so cute. I didn't want to turn my camera the other way to protect the privacy of the kiddos and the parents that were in there, but this office was so quiet and immaculate, and the nursing staff was just wonderful. 10 out of 10. So they showed us to our consult room. They told us that this is where we will have a consultation after Sovi takes all of her photos. So they requested that I get her undressed down to her diaper, and they'll pick me up from here and take me to the photography room soon. So here we are waiting. This is like a new favorite toy of hers. This little thing that you push and the bubbles pop. I forgot what it's called, but she is so fascinated by it. It's hilarious. Then the nurse came and got us and walked us over to the photography room. So she sat in that little cushion in the middle, and I held her while those cameras around her took pictures of her. And you guys will see her beautiful picture in just a sec. But I wanted to explain more of why we are here. Over the last few months, I've noticed that the right side of her head seems just a little flatter than the left. It's not something that's super obvious, but as her mom, it's something I've been paying attention to. Now, if you've been following our journey, you may or may not have known that Sovi had open heart surgery back when she was just a little goober. After surgery, she spent 8 weeks laying flat on her back while she recovered. And honestly, that's when I first started wondering if it might affect her head shape. Of course, during that time, our focus was her healing, getting stronger, and making it through recovery. A perfectly shaped head was the last thing on our minds, and we were just grateful to see her getting better every day. Now that she's thriving, rolling around, and keeping us busy, I've had more than enough time to pay attention to the little things. So today, we're getting it all checked out. Now, if you're wondering what a doc band is, it is a specially designed helmet that helps correct certain head shape differences in babies while their skulls are still growing. Since babies' heads are still developing, the helmet works with their natural growth to encourage a more balanced shape over time. It's often recommended when a baby has a flat spot or noticeable asymmetry that hasn't improved enough on its own. In Sabi's case, because she spent so much time laying on her back during her recovery, I noticed she was favoring the right side, so we just want to make sure we're doing everything we can to support her development. It was super easy to set up her evaluation. I just went to their website, answered a couple questions, put my insurance information in there, and I chose the next available date. I also went ahead and went to her pediatrician and voiced my concerns. She agreed that it was very mild, but she also sent a referral just in case I would need that for her to be seen. So at this juncture, I didn't know what they would say. I didn't know if they would tell me she would need one. I didn't know if they would tell me that her head is within normal limits. I didn't know what they would say. But I do know that whatever she needs to exemplify her quality of life, I was going to figure it out, just like I figured it out for the twins. So here we are just waiting for the specialist to come in and talk to us about her photographs. I really wish that I filmed the photography room. I found out after that it wasn't like an x-ray photography thing, so I could have recorded inside. But it was the cutest little thing ever. So they gave her like this little wig cap with like the face cut off. So she just had the wig cap that was pulled over her head and the face cut out. And they were just like, okay, look this way. And she was simply just supposed to look that way. And they were going to flash a picture and then flash another picture. But in Sovi fashion, she's so smiley. She's so happy. She is so communicative. She just loves interacting with people. So you guys are going to see how beautiful her picture turned out. It really made my day. It really did. But anyway, we're just waiting for her to come in and we will start the consultation. Yes. How are you? Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Gina.
Nice to meet you.
Look at this. Okay. Here's our picture. That's you. And yes, go ahead and take pictures. Absolutely.
That was a video. Hold on, wait, don't press anything. Your hands are like so fast. Okay.
All right, I'm going to put her in this grayscale. And I have, a head shape here that we would say is typical. This is just to kind of give you a visual too, so you can see what I'm seeing. So from the front, I don't have any concerns. This is where we look to see if the baby's head's too wide.
Okay.
And I don't see that. We would look over the ears. She looks good.
Okay.
And then we look at her profile. So this is removing her hair so we can really look at the shape of her skull, her bone structure. And I know what you're talking about when you pointed out, like, she doesn't have that scoop as she did. She doesn't, but she does have all the volume behind her ear, which is what we look for. So if we were to draw a line up through the ear or just behind the ear, the head should be, the weight of the head should be 50% in the back, 50% in the front. And she is. So even though she doesn't have a curve like this, this is still considered normal.
Okay.
Her head is level across the top.
On the top, the little soft spot.
Her soft spot is forward. Like, actually, her soft spot is right here because I felt it. It's very open, which is good. I think that's probably more due to her adjusted age.
Okay.
Which is not a concern. And then looking at her from the back, she looks good here too. We want to see this volume.
Okay.
She has that. And yes, you have a good eye. She's slightly flatter on that right side. But when you look from the top, that asymmetry is more mild.
Okay.
And really not something that I would put a doc band on.
Okay.
She's actually, so this is one example of a head shape, and she's wider back here. This is what is more typical. If I, let me show you like this other one, you would see she probably is more like this one. Oops, it disappeared. It's from the, like, there's such a range of what's considered normal or typical, but see how she's very similar to this. So I don't have a concern about her head shape to where I would be like, oh, she should get a doc band.
Okay.
Of course, I don't want you thinking of her head shape. You know, you want to be able to walk out of here and be like, okay, I'm happy with her head and settled with that.
Right.
So she's young enough in that in the next month or two, if you find you're like still focused on her head shape, I would say bring her back.
Okay.
We can always take another picture to look at her again. But when we're treating heads, we're treating more the moderate and severe head shapes. And everyone has a little bit of asymmetry that's normal.
Yeah. So what would you say hers is, like, mild, I guess?
Yeah. Really mild. Because, what I was showing you, what I was looking at before was I was looking at her face. If I put her this way, so what we look for, I know, isn't that crazy? You are such a happy baby. We look at the eyes, and they are level. They're symmetrical. So if there's a significant amount of plagiocephaly, which is the asymmetry to the head shape, one side would get pushed forward, the other side would get pulled back.
Okay.
And they would be like offset.
Got it.
And so here, she's symmetrical.
Okay.
Her cheeks look symmetrical. And then we look down here at her ears. Here's her right ear. If we go across, here's her left ear. So those are symmetrical too.
Okay.
So because her face looks symmetrical, that even supports the fact she doesn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
No, I think hair can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Honestly. And her hair is like just right at that level where it's starting to grow out. There's not a lot. So it's like almost making her head shape look different in person. But this is taking her hair away.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So no, I don't think that, paranoid or crazy or at all. I think this is very normal to like look at everything, especially everything she's been through.
Yeah.
The good news is Sovi's flattening is considered very mild. Based on her measurements, they aren't concerned enough to recommend a doc band at this time, which was definitely a relief to hear. Of course, as a mom, you notice every little thing, especially after everything my little buttercup has been through. When you watch your child undergo open heart surgery, it's hard not to pay attention to every little detail and wonder if you're doing enough. But the specialist explained that her head shape is overall looking really good, and what flattening she does have is minimal, and it should definitely shape out. One thing that gave me peace of mind was knowing that we got it checked out. Even though the outcome was reassuring, I'd rather ask questions and get professional guidance than sit at home wondering. For any parents out there watching who may be noticing a flat spot on their baby's head, don't be afraid to bring it up to your pediatrician or seek an evaluation. It's 100% free. Sometimes it's something that needs intervention, and other times it's simply a matter of monitoring growth and development. In our case, we're thankful that Sabi doesn't need a doc band right now and continue being her happy, busy, always on the move self. Now let me hurry up and get this girl home because she spent the entire appointment showing me that she had zero interest of sitting still today. And again, thank you to Cranial Technologies for the free evaluation. Until next time, later.